Good morning. This is one of our math lessons today, and we're going to start with learning about workplaces. These are games that go with the concept that we're studying in math. And so I kind of have to have you be on your honor with the games because there's not really a recording sheet that you're going to turn in, but it's a great way to practice the things that we're learning so you'll be ready and able to explain things a little better in our assessment. So this is on page 19 in your student book. So you can see the directions for workplace instructions 1A cover up. And it says players record their names, but you actually aren't even going to need to record your names on a record sheet. I'm going to show you a digital record sheet, which is really great to play the game and to do the work on. So it says players take turns spinning the spinners and coloring in the rays with those dimensions. On each turn, players use a black crayon or any color that's online that you want to use to fill in the area of the array. Players will each get 4 turns. Players should use a different color for each array. If a player spins dimensions for an array that will not fit, the player loses that turn unless he can find room to draw 2 smaller arrays that add up to the area of the array that was spun. So I'm going to show you how to play this. And if you don't have anybody to play this with at home, you can play against yourself, okay? So that's not really an excuse to not play the game because you don't have anybody to play with, but you can play against yourself. So let me show you where you can find the digital copy of this game Cover Up. So you're going to go into your daily work slide. And on the math workshop slide, which is slide number 11 today, because we switch it up and we're doing language arts in the morning and math for our second class meeting. So the link to it is right here. It says workspace game 1A cover up. So you'll click on that link and it's going to take you to an interactive whiteboard from Bridges, which is our math program. So you're going to see there's the directions for cover up, which is the same directions that are in your student book, page 19. But watch over here in this corner. See how this is blue here? I'm going to click on this other PDF sign. So this is like a PDF, a whiteboard sign. So I'm going to click on the gray one and look what happens. It gives me the recording sheet, okay, for the game. So since I read the directions, I kind of know what to do. I need to spin each of the spinners first. So you click on the blue on the spinner and it spins it for you. So I got 4 for this spinner and 5 for this spinner. So I'm going to be player 1 first. So I have to do an array of 4 and 5. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am going to color in this array. So I'll use my pencil here. I can choose my color that I want to use. I like purple, so I'm going to do purple. And then I can color in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that would be my first array, and I probably should have made it a little bit neater so I could see what I'm doing, but that's okay, as long as I know it's a 5 by 4. So that's player 1's turn. If I'm playing by myself, now player 2 is going to go. So I'm going to click on this. So I have to go back to, I need to get out of this and just go to, let's see, I'm just going to go, let's see if I just do text done. Now I'm just going to click on this. Okay. So now I have 6 and I'm going to say 6 and 7. So 6 and 7. Let me see. 1, 2. Oh, I have to do player 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to be coloring all of that. And I know that 6 times 7 is going to be 42. So it should be 42. Now I'm going to try a different color. So I'm going to do green for that. Let's see if it gives me green. And I'm going to go up 6, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this whole thing is covered up. So far, player 2 has more covered up. So after 4 tries, you see who has more covered up, and that's the winner. So I'm going to go again and do player 2. So I'm going to get out of my crayon there, and I have 5 and 5. So I know 5 times 5 is 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. I think I did something wrong here because I think it was supposed to be 5 and 4. So I wonder if anybody caught me on that. So I'm going to erase. I don't want to, I'm going to erase. So this is my eraser. So I'm going to erase one of these because I didn't count correctly because I think it was 5 and 4. So now I'm going to do this and I'm going to do a different color. I think I'm going to do red because it says to use a different color for this. So I'm going to do 5 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to color in this part. Oh, I thought it was, let me go to that and let me do red. Now let's see if I've got red. There's my crayon. So 1, 5. So you kind of have to, once you're done with the line, you have to let go. So it does that for you. Okay, so now I've got 5 and 5. So now player 2 gets to go. So I have to go out of the crayon and then I'm going to click 7 again. Oh, okay. 7 and 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's very close to this one. So I'm going to see if I can fit that in. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to try that for that array so I can fit all that in. So I do go to my crayon. I'm going to choose purple this time. So I go 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to color that in. So these are really fun tools to play the game with, to just give you some extra practice. So if I were to stop right now, player 2 would be the winner. You play for 4 rounds, okay? So I would write player 2's here. How close is the winner to 100? If I look at here, I know I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 left over here. And it looks like player 1 has a lot more left over. So I would answer those questions. The unfortunate thing is that you can't really turn this in, although I haven't found that you can turn this in. If you want, after you're done with it, you can take a screenshot of it and email it to me. Then I know you've done it. And that would be a good reference for me to see how you did. Okay. And so you play until you've done 4 times. And if I spun and I couldn't fit something on here, it was too big, then I would lose my turn for that. Okay. So that's called cover up. And you get to this link by clicking on the link right here in your, on your math slide, link for game. Okay. Thanks for listening. See you at 11:30 for our class meeting.